what's up? Welcome. I want to know if you can hear me somewhat clearly. Um, what we're gonna be doing today is just working on music. I have my Ableton Live loaded up. Yeah. So what you're hearing, it's a work in progress, and I'm going to work on that while you check me out. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat if you have any questions about this thing or just want to watch me sort of go through my creative process, finish this one up. Thank you, and welcome. By the way, I had a long time I didn't get on Twitch, man, for many reasons. You know, somebody's asking more volume on the mic. The tricky thing is, maybe now you can hear me better. The tricky thing is I'm using the talk back mic from my interface. Like I actually don't have any other mic right now, and I don't feel like like having a mic here or like I didn't want it to like prepare like that as much like that. I wanted to have it as chill as possible. So I think what what can work is that when I want to really talk, I'm just going to like stop the music, you know? And also when I'm recording whatever I do today, I'm going to like switch off the talkback mic so you only listen to the audio coming from my computer. If that's okay, once again, welcome everybody. So, what I feel is the purpose of me being here today? Well, first of all, I've been trying to come back. I don't know if you guys came the first time around. I mean, I probably have like like many months, maybe I don't know, maybe up to a year. I don't come into Twitch. I just been very busy, and also like to be honest, I love DJing, but I spend so much more time producing and really focus here in the studio. And my workflow has changed so much in the last year that I just couldn't be here, but I feel that everything has worked for the better. Um, and I don't want to tire you with that story, but basically, I have developed a whole new workflow to make music. I am completely in the box. This thing used to be full of gear. I don't know if you guys, I don't know, like remember MySpace, but it was like full of gear, full of synthesizers, pianos, whatever. I sold all that and decided to go completely in the box. So that's one thing. So I think from that perspective, what I feel I can let other people watch and become part of, it's something that I think is going to translate better, to the other people too, because now, whatever tools you get curious about that I use, see me using, whatever, you can also get. It's all software, it's all available on the internet. So that's what I've basically been using to make music as of lately. Completely inside the computer. Only a MIDI controller here, mouse, keyboard. That's it. Shouts to Breezy DBL. Thank you, man. I hope everything is well. Freedom Friday. Um, Breezy says, understood. You have been dropping a heap of dopeness. Uh, yeah, man. The room is just now like a big ass room. Like I actually thought. I mean, I used to have a whiteboard here, and I was thinking putting it over there so I can like stand up if I have to, like if I want to like get professional. I don't see my. I mean, like I have vein for that, but anyways, I just want to have a chill environment. Hopefully, the most important thing is that the audio hopefully doesn't cut. In the past, the audio was like, oh, it's no audio, like so. This is like an attempt that I'm doing. I used to have two computers. Now I only have one laptop, and like I've been simplifying myself completely. But anyways, the purpose of today's experience is just to once again welcome you guys to my craft. In a very short, we're gonna be checking out the computer screen, and we're gonna be uh, entering into a scenario right now that is one of those bootlegs remixes that you see me cooking on Bandcamp and put it. By the way, one just came out today. Is from Teddy Swims. It's out in Bandcamp right now. If you want to check that out. So this one, hopefully, if I end up giving it the nod of approval, I will put it on Bandcamp. Who knows? Once again, welcome everybody. I hope, in all honesty, to be more frequent here, and I'm just super chill, man. Whoever is here and wants to chill, welcome. Like I don't have a lot of ambition in terms of what this channel has to be or whatever. I just feel that I'm in a way better position right now to be like even more clear about how I work, my workflow, how I cook things up, and what can I offer to a button, producer or just somebody interested in these topics. So yeah, I think I said enough. Uh, let's go. Let's dive in. Basically, um, I hope you can see my screen, and this feels like I already like advanced pretty a lot, but you can see it's not a lot of parts in here. But since this is already directed, I'm gonna let you hear a first pass of what I have, and after that, I'm gonna do a super quick breakdown of the elements that I have so far, what I have done to those elements, and how where do I feel this project fares in terms of like what how do I feel this has to move forward, and also any certain tips I will give you to like get to this point like as quick as possible, I guess. So without further ado, let's listen to this and I hope you like it. Okay. guys like that. This is again Victoria Monet and Usher. This is what we are remixing today. I mean, completing the remix process because it's already to some people. Some people will say like, some people will say like, this is already kind of done, But for me, in my process, I feel like, I get to a certain point, and from there, I feel like there is more critical thinking, like just I just start questioning the music a little more to see if, like if it's there. To me, it's there, and of course, you don't have to overthink it neither, But I know we're probably gonna find a few pockets on this like free experimentation that we're doing, and to further elevate this. So let's start by what I told you guys, which was, by the way, I was just inviting some people from Instagram and Facebook on my socials. If you want to invite people, to catch this live, just take my address, twitch.tv/Giselle Music, and share it. That will help me a lot, especially for other producers, people that can come to the chat and just share with us, So yeah, this thing right here at the top, this one channel is the kick, and what I can say about the kick is that, and I can say that about all the drums. I already did something that is already printed on those drums, which was optimize those to my liking, you know. Um, so basically, if you hear the separated sounds, that's a pretty good sounding kick, that has the perfect decay, the perfect knock in frequency, you know. So what I like to do, I mean, like I won't recreate it right now, but basically, first of all, sometimes it's like until you until you learn how to dial up a kick. I rather say work on one kick and just use it all the time, you know, if it fits the vibe, because that can become your signature sound, but at the same time, you don't have to do the wheel over and over. But anyways, kick is the most transient, prominent element in the song. So it requires a lot of attention in terms of, for example, getting the right tail, or like if you have to adjust that, etc. So we have the kick, of course, and then there's this like some low percussion, and all this has been also treated, you know. All this has been already EQ. For example, you can see some of the EQ. I mean, there's nothing here, but I'll probably just, I know myself. Like, I already went and I already like for example, I like to EQ a lot with harmonics, you know. So I will multi-band, and I will, play with the timbre like that, like if I want to make lo-fi, find certain accents, whatever. So yeah, I did this with all the percussion already, and this one called Afro Top. This last screen, this is like the mother of all this stuff, because this is like a loop that I found on Splice, and this has, by the way, something interesting going on that I feel it falls into the control sort of on the it's optimization, but it falls on the controlling aspect of things, because this top It's actually like this. And I just made like a little more control on the top, but it's side chained to certain things, So it's like this this gets dark when the acapella is going on. So it's giving me like an extra clarity on those frequencies.
I need that
And the
SOS.
same is
Sex on
happening
sight, baby, is
because I
urgent.
have an open hat
Let me
somewhere.
fuck up all your
When
plans,
it,
come put this work
when
in.
the open hat kicks,
Baby, it's urgent. Let me fuck up all your plans, come
so I'm
put this
completely
work
like dominating
in. Cause I think it's
this
about
top
time we take this all the way.
with the dynamic EQ. It's what the result is that I get a super control image of this element that is kind of gluing all the percussion. So all the drums will be sound like this. And to me, there's no need to create like a drum bus or anything because like I said, I already went behind I went already behind behind those sounds, and I control, and I already like printed all these like decisions into the waveform. um and yeah, for me it's like it sounded like I wanted it to sound like the right response, the right dynamics. And you will see what else helps on that as well when we get to the main boss too, because they have a lot of control, a lot of already di- like intentionally directed choices on the mix bus. So the next element is the vocal, and I will say that the natural obstacle in doing bootlegs and flipping stuff, which presents a challenge and presents a thrill too, because if you get it right, and people dig it, it's like, oh, you're coming from a really fresh perspective. It's like everybody loves this song, but nobody has thought to do it this or that way, right? So, but the natural obstacle is the quality of the acapella, right? Because it's the acapella is gets extracted via stem separation, and that's that will take as further as technology allows right now, and a lot of artifacts remain on the acapella, and that can become like a pain in the ass because you start saying like, I mean, you start like judging yourself a little too hard, especially if you come from like working in commission projects and you get like studio vocals from colleagues and stuff, and you're like, you have to live with that, with a little bit of that hindrance, right? So I have a somewhat of a boss here too for the acapella. Probably it's not a lot, but I think it's my intention was to give a little extra clarity to, you know, it's starting from the fact that I feel that I lose clarity by, just extracting the vocal, right? So I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, if you hear the vocal process,
I need that SOS. Sex on sight, baby, is
and I take
urgent.
all my
Let me fuck up
process
all
that
your
is
plans,
down
come put
here.
this work in. Cause I think it's about
See
time we
how
take
dull
this
sounding
all
is. This
the
is how it came,
way.
right?
And I wonder which one of
Of
my
course,
lips
there's a
gonna be
volume
your
factor,
first
but
kiss. Doesn't matter cause they both gon' fit you perfect.
it's completely open, right? Like,
And I'm ready, so don't make me have to do this on my own.
yeah. So
I am way too
I think that's a must
sexy
because that kind of like,
to be alone.
it's mostly EQ. I mean, I put this channel here, so it has some EQ, some compression, some de-essing on this really nice channel strip that I use a lot from Xbox. Sorry, Neuro Audio. Shouts to Joy Fernandez. super dope mastering engineer and a partner in crime and all this. He has been mentoring me with the right tools. So that's what I've been doing also, lately. Just really getting like to grind really hard into practicing my techniques and getting, up to speed with pro mixing. That's a game changing right there. So after that, there is
I need that
just a
SOS.
little extra
Sex on site,
fight
baby,
here.
is urgent.
I think maybe
Let me
to
find hands
make
gonna put this
make it a
work
little
in.
less boxy.
I
And
need that SOS.
I
Sex on
also
site,
choose to
baby, is
put some
urgent.
pattern,
Let me fuck up all your plans,
basically
gonna put this
no
work
tone shaping,
in.
just giving a little
Cause I
TDD
think it's about
boost
time we take this
at
all
the
the
mids.
way.
If I take that out,
And I wonder which one of my lips gonna be your first kiss. Doesn't matter cause they both gon' fit you perfect.
it's there's a little extra push on the mids that I was missing, in the context of playing the acapella against the instrumental. Because now I'm showing you all this like separated, but the way that you work and you make choices is like in context, always in context, with the music, with what you're building. So what came next is funny, man. I was actually I started this flip it was supposed to be a Coco Jones. Is it Coco Jones? Yeah, it was supposed to be a Coco Jones flip, but that song by Coco Jones had it was three by four. It was like walls, like tung 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 tung, and I heard it. It was gonna take me somewhere else in terms of the drums, so I switched the choice of the project and went with the Victoria Monet. But I kept that a little sample that from that Coco Jones song, which is this one. So it's that little nibble of, and yeah, to me it was super nice. I was like, yeah, let me. It's on the same pitch. I was surprised it was on the same pitch as the Victoria, so I'm like, I'm keeping this. I'm moving on with the Victoria, right? So just some control to track spacer when the vocal is happening.
And I'm ready, so don't make me have to do
See,
this
I'm
on my
docking super hard
own. I am way too
this region where the
sexy
vocal lives.
to be
Some part of the vocal
alone.
lives, right? So
Wanna
I
show
am
you
docking
what
that the sample
type
hard.
of time that
And
I'm
also
on.
the sample has certain things in it that I don't like, and I try to control. That's why you see this filter. Like it has this little thing, like I don't know. It's like she's walking or something. Like it has some noise in there, and I'm like, I don't want that. So I just roll a little filter there. So now
Too
to keep like riding the
sexy
music,
to be alone.
I put some piano
Wanna show you what
nibbles, and this
type
is done
of
by
time that
myself
I'm on. What type of time I'm on? Want you to
with
come,
Beatscape.
send me your ETA. When you
Beatscape,
lay me
a
down,
little
put my
reverb,
legs to the clouds, and I hope
side
you're ready
gated
for
loop
the
with notes,
rain.
and right now I
SOS,
have this kickstart
please.
that sort of kind of ducking
Let it
the
fall,
the
let it
performance.
go.
I think
I got a question now. If I
it
can make the
still
time, I'll be
lets
good
the,
to go.
the piano breathe, but it
Texting
gives
me
like a
X and O's,
slight
can't kiss, touch, lick through
pumpy
the phone though.
character,
If I can make a
to even
cameo
to
in
that.
a movie on the UC, keep it low.
So I have the bass alive too. I want you to check out. Let's check out the bass with the kick. This is one of the first things that, as you move forward in production, you have to learn how to dominate completely, because this is going to separate you from I mean, I'm just gonna be harsh right now, but it's gonna separate you from maybe 70% of it's gonna put you on the top third of the chain of people that make music, you know. And is this nice relationship between bass and kick. This makes the track. So I'm gonna run down how I got into how I did the bass. It has two layers. So this the first one is this model's 82, which is doing like the sub, right? It's a square bass, as the sub oscillator of the synth, but it's very dark, you know. So I wanted to put some attack on this sound, so I decided to just create a new layer, and I went with this log drum thing. That the log drum right now, you know, like it's being used by almost everybody on Afro house. I see people using it in deep house too. Like everybody's using the log drum, you know. But I personally like to use it as a layer, you know, because I feel the log sample, it has a nice texture, but it doesn't cover all the bass, all the sub energy that sometimes I want. Even though you can always further optimize a sample, you know, like if you are missing some energy, maybe you can inflate that energy. Maybe you can put a dynamic EQ with a low shelf, you know, like going up. But to me, I like to get the bottom from like 808 or Savi, you know, sort of analog synthesizer, and then I will just use the top and the low mid range area to give some character to that sound with a sample, or I will even process the sub, adding some harmonics there, you know. So yeah, it's very important to me to have a fullness, you know. So here, this is what I call fullness, you know. And by the way, this fullness, I can actually even see it, you know. I love this meter from Sub Ninja. It's a sub frequency meter, so I can actually see everything that I want to see, that certifies that this joint is going to translate to perfection in any system, and that it doesn't have any stream like bass kick relationship or low end problems, because you can see the transients of the kick clearly, you know, just separation, graphic separation here between the kick and the notes of the sub, you know. And of course, how this happens is you do heavy control on the bass source, you know. For example, first I have on the bass, on the sub layer of the bass, this one, I have this really nice Max for Live thing. That's one of the reasons why I love producing in Ableton, is that it has some really nice racks that people create, you know. This one is a crossover. It's a crossover with two brackets, low and high, right? So you define where do you set the crossover. In this case, I set it to 100 hertz. And you can drop plugins that will affect either the low or the high of such any given sound that you put this on, right? So on the low aspect of this sound, on the 100 hertz and below, I have this sidechain that I am triggering with a sidechain signal that lives silently on my template. So this is not the kick, it's actually the this sidechain signal. It's doing it. And the reason that it's not the kick is because I wanted a really short trigger, because sometimes when you use the same kick as the production, even though you will see that I use that too, but in another sidechain apparatus, when you use the same one on certain applications, the docking is too extreme and it eats a lot of the response, of the sub. So I think this one is faster than the kick and allows to duck just the attack, the precise part that I wanted, and this is how I've been doing it so far, and I love it, And then the top doesn't have any, the high doesn't have anything, and then I'm putting a small compression that follows that process, that sidechain process, So that's what's happening on the lower part of the bass. On the upper part of the bass, there's a lot happening. There is this first of all, there is this width generator. So it's making the sound, it's sounding like a small chorus to this little lock hit, right? It's there because that has some stereo information. It's just very subtle. And then I'm doing a low cut because I only want, I don't want the whole bass of this sound. I only want, the attack. And then I'm doing also a high pass. I'm doing a high pass and then I'm doing a low pass here. So that it is very like, doesn't have a lot of like top end. Like I just want the enough top end that it works, that it's kind of catch by the ear, but know that it goes to the below 1K or something like that, right? And then I'm using the kick. You'll see in this case, I'm using the kick of the session, not the sidechain, to sort of duck even more bass elements of this sound, so that it really gets super control. And if you're following me, I think the bottom line is, control is everything in this music, man, and in mixing. You want to separate things the way that allows you the flexibility to sort of implement your techniques, and also have complete control of the dynamic and be able to dial in the sound the way you like it. So after that, I'm not done with the bass. You will see the upper echelon of all this control now is, let's see what I have here. Okay, so I felt like I needed some, like, now a little boost in terms of the low end, because maybe I ate a little too much, seeking that control, and now I'm bringing some back, for certain notes, etc. And this is a really neat trick. This is sooth, right? And people use it to reduce resonance information on and clear up things and whatnot. I'm using it to have this dynamic sort of EQ going also on the bass bus, and this one is triggered by the kick of the song. So it's like another layer of control where I'm looking to have, I'm looking to have the most like kick bass relationship, the most optimal kick bass relationship possible. So that's the bass. And by the way, at this point, I mean, like, I actually just go and I will convert this to audio, just because there's probably like a lot of resources you know, on this. Um, I don't see them those meters so kicking so hard like the CPU meters, but my CPU is like around 40. So, but I'm just gonna let that live for now. If I have to like recoup CPU, and that's one thing about Ableton is it's a great program for me, but it's the optimization of the CPU usage on Mac to me is not the best, you know, and that's something that we have to live with because it's like yeah, that's the trade-off. But it's a super nice program. I love it to that. I have super crazy workflow. If you see on this side of the window, um, you'll see that I have like folders with all the plugins, everything that I use, ready to go on this on the browser. So that's one of the things why I prefer Ableton to at least make the bulk of the production and most of the time makes the song, right? So now I have a couple of what I call sprinklers, and I have this crazy sounding. I, I don't even know if that thing is like in the tone of the song. Let me see. Yeah, on that. So on this project, I took certain liberties as for right now to just slap certain like Splinter samples that I found on Splash. Sometimes it's a quick way to, get a vibe going, even if you go come back and you just, fine tune, which is what I think we're gonna do now, right? So finally, I think this is the MVP as of right now of the melodic part is this little string sample. Sounds so delicious with everything. Like it's an iconic melody.
Let it fall, let it go.
And I've been studying, man, and I've been trying to like really get behind, like what about this melodies that stay in your head even after the record is gone, or what is like the main motive, leitmotiv of a song, right? Because sometimes like we have a lot of parts going on, but like there's no one that actually stand out and be like, oh, this is like, or some people might think like, oh, it's a little corny to have like this main thing, like, but I have found like in pop music they use that technique a lot. They will have this main melody, they will like bet a lot on something, and just try to like build around that, and even double that or layer that, or like cash that into something that, hopefully becomes as integral part of the track as the vocal. So that's what I got so far. And if everything is okay and you guys are following me, please let me know in the chat. I took my time. I take my time, to really explain things, man. I think for me, the satisfaction is obviously showcase this and get a sense of community going on. But I also really like to like share knowledge, man. I always been like this. So, and like I feel this is this is an action that is like I will hope somebody will do it for me, man. And like I just feel like I'm built that way, that in a way that, you know, I'm just gonna go and not be selfish, and of course try to just inspire, So this is an important aspect of the sound. I'll show you why. Because if, for example, we are listening.
Do you with time that I'm on? What type of time I'm on? Want you to
that wave that you heard when I turn on the main bus on and off, that's something that I like to set up early on if possible. Some people have other ways, preference of working where they will, you know, they will acknowledge that they'll need certain aspect of the sounds to be dialed up, and they will do it probably on the mixing stage. And I will say this is like a hybrid mixing and production stage, where we are not done with the arrangement, but we already like directing the sound. I mean, like if I will save this and I will just sport and I will get into Twitch and play it, it's probably gonna fare pretty decent, because it's already well directed in terms of, you know, the sonics, the final sonics, where you take everything, all the groups, all the channels, and you apply, your master bus, main bus choices. So what I have here, this thing didn't came immediately, so I put this last. But I'm gonna start probably from the right till the left. It feels like this is the end, but in my case, this is the beginning. I like to just put a limiter to catch picks almost immediately, and also limiters give a lot of character to the sound because it's like a super like strong compressor, right? It's going to squash in a musical way everything's and compact and optimize, hopefully, if you're doing it right. But I want to bring your attention to the combination of using a clipper and a limiter at the same time, because I think there's magic happening in here. You see, like I'm not doing like a lot of clipping, I'm not doing a lot of clipping, but the limiter has to work way less. And I'm going to show you something that some people is interesting, right? Which is the loud. Look, this is all the limiting that is going on this song. It's 1 dB clipping, then less than 1 dB limiting.
I got a question.
And I am here.
If I can make this sound, we'll be good to go. Texting me X and O's, can't kiss, touch, lick through the phone, though. Make a cameo.
Integrated is around
keep it low.
7.5. And the reason I bring this to attention is because I have this gripe, man, with the state of soulful house music, deep house, underground house, man. Hear me out, because this is my personal take, but this is a take that I was instructed to kind of listen to this and make my own judgment. And basically, I feel that the sound of soulful house hasn't changed much in the past 10 years, man. And I'm not talking about inspiration, I'm not talking about choice of sound, texturing, like creative side. I'm talking about the technical side, which is a creative side too. And my point is, like some people is like afraid to like go loud with this music, and they maybe because in their experience they have been not really successful optimizing the sound to a place where it becomes like a positive more so than a negative. And I can understand that posture, because I used to be one of those people that I will try certain things and I will be doing more damage than good to the music. But I also don't close my ears to what is happening in pop music, actually dance pop, and the people that win all these Grammy awards and whatnot, and even at a high level on house music, on the somewhat underground, moving into more like mainstream type of pocket. Like I'm talking about those certain like big label tracks and whatever they can afford, like a paid mastering and whatnot. Like I have been paying attention, and I see that what the marginal gain they have over most of producers is that they optimize the sound to a place where it just hits differently. But the thing is, since all this is almost destined to be majorly explored in a club setting, and you're listening in a loud environment, you don't really get to like judge, where, like, how things fare as critical, because in a loud system, you put a overly present kick and a lacking sounding a bass lacking sounding track, or a track that doesn't even have bass, and everything kind of like sounds okayish. But I can I can show you. I hope while we start this new experience, me showing my workflow, I can show you that honestly there's a lot of weakness going on in terms of the sound in soulful house, man. And I like it's not even like about somebody or anything. It's just when I go to track source and I hear certain tracks, it's like I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. It's like I don't hear like it fluctuates. It's like it can go either way, and just a small part of the producers gets it like right every time. So I think the important thing is to learn the fundamentals of how to get there. And if you have been following me so far, you will realize that the key is optimization that goes from the level of the source of each and every sound, because and in tandem with optimization that is happening overall, but that you have to know that it's like a elastic reactionary symbiotic nature, right? And back into this project, we were talking about limiting, right? And how clipping, if done correctly, allows to for us to optimize the signal so that we can get into even louder realms, and we can even make the sound more solid without you know bringing in distortion or like um, damaging the dynamics. So I like to start with just subtle settings, clip and limiting combo. Then this is a stereo with generator, that it's allowing the stereo information above 500 hertz to spread a little bit. This can be done with other tools too, if you prefer. For example, Ozone has a module that it's called Imager, and you can do it by bands too. That also works. In this case, I choose to go with this one. Actually, I think I had a lot of time. I didn't use that one. Uh, Now, I would like to talk about this plugin because it's one of my favorite plugins and one that I feel gives the most tone shaping capabilities, uh, and that is going to affect the sound heavily. So let me just play a portion of the sound and show what I mean.
Do you with time that I'm on? What type of time I'm on? Want you to come. Send me your ETA.
That
When
is
you
off.
lay me down, put my legs to the clouds, and I hope you're ready for the rain. It's so
So basically, this Saturn is adding like a lot of solidity, and what I like about it is that I can always go and roll back. If I feel I overdid it. But what I tried to do with this one above all was to control the mids a little bit. Basically, I'm lowering the mids by half a dB, and that's giving me a better image of like drums vocal relationship, because sometimes everything becomes very mid-ranging, and I feel that the best sounding records, they have this great relationship low end to mid range, you know, and this is one of the ways you can achieve that. Um, Here also, I'm exciting the supersonic area because it's sort of eating what I think it's doing is sort of eating some of the supersonic has that there's like maybe a lot of information with the top loop and the open hat, so it's a way for me to control that area. What else? Okay, so after I mean we are going backwards, but I like to do it backwards this time around. This is a preset from this multiband. It's not doing much, you can see. But what I like is that when I use this preset and it doesn't do much, it gives me a signal that the balances are good in the song. So that's kind of like what is maybe it's opening the top a little bit, but I cannot give you a lot of information on this because it's just a preset that I use for those cases. This is also doing a little bit of magic in terms of like kind of guessing, base it on what he believes is the perfect curve. I'm doing 8% on both post recover and tame on this. Just something that I think gives me an extra clarity. And you see all these little increments, they bring the final result. And this thing is nowadays they have a lot of influencers or plugin makers. They have this one novers, they will put like fancy names to things, but this is doing certain things under the hood, that is controlling even furthermore the kick bass relationship or the sub relationship. On this case, it's working, it's working, I think from like 75 hertz and lower. I'll check now. I don't even know what's the frequency here, but yeah, it's probably like it's probably 100 actually. And what it's doing. I think it's inflating, like it's controlling and it's inflating a little bit the low end, but super subtle, and I that's kind of what I see on the waveform here, that it's kind of like compressing a little bit, but it's kind of inflating at the same time. Super subtle. So with that, I think we have covered everything that is part of the remix right now. And from now, it's uncharted territory, right? So now, let's see what happens, right? So what I would like to do is just here and organically like let the ideas come to me, right? like around this part, I feel like I need like a level change with something, you know. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna load a rumpler or synthesizer or something, you know. And I don't even remember the key of this song, so I have to like relearn that real quick. And you will see, like I use all these little plugins a lot. Like I say, I'm being mostly in the box lately. But one of the things that I like to do immediately is to make preset on plugins like this, you know. So I have, like, if I wanted to get any of these categories, I already have like things that I already vetted that I think will sound kind of nice. But I'm not even like, in this case, I can also go through, you know, banks and see what, you know, what this fancy names inspire me, whatever, you know. I'm a piano essentials, you know. I have a couple of things in there. You see all the little hearts are things that I have marked. So I'll see what is this. Yeah, so sorry, I forgot to open the mic. So I'm gonna be using this one. I'm gonna explore this one. See, just a plug it in, but I'm gonna create like the perfect like environment for like a return bus for this one to actually be, uh, you know, to have a multi-use bus with a reverb. For this one, I can use let's say Valhalla, and we're gonna put mix full 100%. You will notice I'm not using any headphones. I don't know if at this point it will be beneficial for me to use headphones, because the way I can monitor without feedback in here is that I have to like play really low. But I don't find my headphones right now, so I'm just gonna keep working. Also, I like to put the latency, the buffer size at 128 if possible, because that's it's gonna give me a better action with the keyboard. But as you can see, I found problems. You see, it's already glitching. So that's what I was mentioning. So what I'm gonna do, or what I usually do, is I will just put, I will just save first, right? So I'm gonna save this instance. I haven't done nothing, right? But I'm gonna save this instance, and I'm gonna rename it FLT, which means that I'm gonna flatten certain elements, right? Anything that I can flatten, I will flatten, you know, because to me it's like, yeah, I'm completely sure of what I want to do. So what I want to do, everything that I can just process, I will process. So I'm gonna take all this and I'll say freeze and flatten tracks. It's gonna take a little bit, so maybe maybe we talk while that happens. And yeah, so basically I'm back on Twitch. The idea is to create, man, create with the people and see where that take us. It's you know, my take on making music is that not all the times you feel as inspired, and I personally make tracks almost every day, not exclusively for me. also for a lot of other people that are my clients. I have this business. It's my only business. I've been living out of making house music exclusively since me and my family. We've been living out of this activity since 2018 exclusively. So I get requests to record keyboards for other people, um, and I get requests to mix songs, to sometimes even do complete remakes of songs for hire, you know. And that's without counting my own requests people give me for do like a remix, like a legacy remix where I put my name on, etc., or collaborations. Ed Diesel is asking me, how do you start your creative process? Do you start with the vocal, the beat? That's always gonna fluctuate. But what I will say is, I have tendencies to start with a vocal. Vocals drive me in terms of create chord progressions, you know, and just try to become creative on that front. So even if it's, I always drag a vocal, even if it's a sample from Splice or whatever, just to have a backdrop. Between chords, usually it's chords against a basic loop, like a basic three-part drum group, you know, like a kick, a top, you know, but that has a clear direction in terms of where what vibe we're seeking that day, whether it's like more garage, where it's like more Afro house, you know. I will immediately mark up the direction very clear, because that's gonna inform the way I'm gonna play and the other sounds that I'm going to add. Um, so that's how I usually start. If a bass line comes up, you know, first, that can happen too, and I just let whatever member of the team wants to like, you know, establish itself as kind of like something that you say, oh, this is really like driving me. This is really like something that is pushing me to keep interest, you know, and be like, oh, okay, this is something that I'm going to finish, because sometimes it happens you don't really like finish everything that you start, and that's normal, man, you know. um but it's a blessing when, you know, it's you're engaged. Okay, so I hope I lost I hope I gained some I'm trying to close all the bullshit applications, man, because I'm gonna need all the juice now. Okay, I'm 128, and I'm 35% CPU, and I'll see in which ways I can uh, get even more good latency. So I'm gonna turn off this stage one for a moment, and maybe the Golf Us for a moment.
Way too sexy.
And now I think I have I have a better latency relationship, and because I have the impetuous need right now of monitoring correctly, you know, like I want to blast the music, and uh and I cannot do it while talking because it's gonna induce latency. Sorry, feedback from the microphone. Let's try using a headphone. So perfect. And now monitor gets muted. Perfect. So now I can hear a little louder what I'm about to do. Yeah, so now I can appreciate the sound better. And Ed is asking me, do you have beats or track that you save for future projects? Oh, that's really important. Let me show you something, Ed, and people that is watching. So after this song is done, actually, if you go to Bandcamp, you will see that if you go to my Bandcamp and you find a remix, a bootleg that I put together that is of a song of Kelani, that is, I don't know the name, but I mean, we can even go and find it. Yeah, so this one right here, it has this drums that I'm using today are these drums. So I recycle that.
Way too sexy to be alone.
But I did some changes, you know. I put the open hat. It has a different, it's gonna have a different action. But the way that happens, that you have your things ready to go, it's you need to organize yourself and have like a folder where you can do extraction of the critical elements of your beats. And in this, I will say the critical element, it's the drums, because these drums, man, like one invests so many resources getting this perfect that it will be a crime if it's only get if it's, it gets used only one time. But at the same time, I have clients, you know, and I work remakes for clients and stuff. So I have this client. I have made all these tracks for this client, and if you can see something, is that I have all the drums that I have programmed for this client already extracted, and those stems, you know, like, and I can use for whatever other projects combination, the whole package, whatever. So it pays to be organized on that front and think with that vision, which is like, for once, the drum stems, right? Like everything that is audio. I don't know about the bass, because you know, like, it, I don't think you're gonna repeat yourself often, but maybe you can sample at one the bass to take like a one shot, like the note, one note, whatever, and play, put it on a sampler and play it. Maybe you want to do that. But one thing, besides the drums, is this. Like, I have this little folder here. You'll see, like, if I put ezel here, all this are presets. You know, like, I could finish a song real quick just by reading and searching like what I want. And I think I don't even have enough, you know, like, that's, I started really late in the game thinking this way. So, but it pays to be to extract after you are done, completely done with a project. You go in, you take out the limiter, whatever, and you take the drum stems and export those as individual stems. And if you work like with buses and stuff, find a way to duplicate the bus and mute and make, if you have 14, if you have four elements in a bus, drum bus, that is coloring the sound like you want, and it's like ready made and stuff, just duplicate the bus, solo each sound, leaving only one sound on each copy of the bus, and then bounce, you know, and you will have your sounds ready to go, no much hassle, you know, and it's gonna be a great workflow for you to finish music soon. So let's get to making some music, man. Man, I sound like I'm on a bathroom. But yeah, it's the it's the easy, non obstructive way to have, you know, to just chill. But anyways, when I'm gonna be recording, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk. I'm going to like turn off the talk box so it's not in your face all the time. So let's see. Ah, You know, see, immediately I'm getting like some, like, do you want to sprinkle some like bellish or whatever, you know? It's kind of where it's taking me, this thing. But I'm hearing like the with a little delay, so let's try that. And what I like to do, of course, if it's something that is like so, like, you know, like it's something so defined like this, I'm not jamming whatever, I will just play it a couple of times, and I will, because sometimes the timing is not okay. Let's see this one. So yeah, so some one of these, and now I will try to find like a placement for it. So we were coming from this area. I will expand my grid a little bit so I can count bars. You know, like, no, okay. So these are two, so it's coming on the third. Let's see. Maybe this is coming. Right. For some reason, sometimes I don't like Ableton, the way quantize things. But there's way to get around that. I think this is like dead on quantization, so I'm gonna hear this. Maybe these two can go. And yeah, so what do we do with this? Everything is like floating, you know. And because what I mean floating is like everything is like, you know, might get in, might be, might stay, but might no. So you have to have like an open mind when you're like sort of building things, right? Because if 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 not, you're never gonna try things, or you're gonna be like, that sucks, you know. So I maybe sucks, maybe not. Let's keep exploring this sound and see where it take us. This is an Echo Boy. So I want to get the classic. No, but I want to get it like this. Okay, so let me see what else this sound can offer me in terms of how do I get out of this? Okay, yeah, it has this macros, right? So I want to see what the macros do for me in terms of. Did I press something that I shouldn't have pressed? Yeah, okay. It's this one. So let's see what the macros do for me in terms of. Okay, nice. Ah, okay. Let's hear it with in context now. See what. Should be every bass. So this is what they call like a color, right? Like it's calling like the presence of something else, you know. Um, and there's this concept that is called saucing the sound. Like, you know, the sauce, everybody talks about a sauce, right? So I'm gonna go into that right now, because the way I like to work is like I start with something that feels pretty, like, let me actually hit save. uh Start pretty like non-assuming, you know, and then it's because of the sound design becomes way more interesting. Ed Diesel says that, you know, like I should have a YouTube. Man, you know what? do you guys think I could actually fare well on YouTube? Because a lot of people have told me that, but I am so shy. Um, there's this dude, right? The Italian Claudio, right? Sound like Square. He's huge on YouTube, man, and he is always trying stuff and blah blah blah. Um, anyways, this is where I feel more comfortable. Seven people online is perfect, but we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow probably. But yeah, let's get back into this. So sauce, man. Let's bring in a plugin that can help us get that sauce. I love this new plugin from Serato, actually. Oh, the Hex. So it's like a multi effect, right? It has all these modules and presets, and you see all that good stuff happening now. It says DJ. It changes the whole dynamic of the track, right? Oh, oh, these are more like okay. What about space though? Oh, that's nice. Because it makes it more subtle. Now it's not even so much about the notes, right? It's more becomes like a texture in the back. Oh shit! You see that shit right there? Boom! It changed it. It took you understand? It's playing something different. Boom, boom, not to boom, boom, boom. But I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I. That was the feel that I was looking for. So. So what I like to do is like I will just put keys candy one, right, and I will have like a count. So you dude, I don't even sweat it. I will go and I'll you know convert that shit to actually since so that is faster. Let's just convert one because these are like all accents, right? So I'm just like I already went through a couple of things. To me it's like okay, nice accent, okay, audio immediately, as soon as possible. If I need to have it open for any certain reason, perhaps another type of music where it's more like chord changes and blah blah blah, like I wouldn't be as rude, or I will just save a copy. But this thing I'm like, hopefully stay with me, doesn't bore me after a while. So and we have a lot of time. We had already went out 90 minutes, and this is the first beat of music that I put into the canvas, and just explaining things, man. This time around I'm just chilling, you know, um, seeing what how can I inspire, man. How can I inspire? Uh, so I'm gonna load this one. It's called Faded Keys. It's more like bells and stuff like that. But let me see. I'm gonna load this one. I'm gonna put bells, but maybe it's not bells what I'm looking for. And I'm gonna load another analog lab because I had a train of thought going on with the analog lab. I my thought was like this thing has categories, right? So I'm like, let me get into the I'm a piano, let me get into the dreamy R&B, or like you can filter this stuff, right? And prophetic soul, whatever, So let me go into dreamy R&B and be like, okay, filter. How about what is the atmosphere? What is these atmospheres? No, wait, maybe not for this track. Yeah, that sensual seduction pad from Snoop Dogg. Do I need more pads? Do I need more pads on this track? Maybe, because it's like if it's super low, somebody says no more pads. So yeah, it's almost like if you want to have it, put it there, but it's not really making a difference. So what about a sequence or something? I don't know. Ah, that's too crazy. What about more string though? Because there's like we have a string thing going on. That might work. Yeah, like see, we already like open it up in terms of the orchestral with a sample that we have included. You know. Yeah, this one I will say yeah. I mean, we could say technically it's a pad, but we need it, like because we're gonna go there. We're there already with this. Because of this, we are there. Right. So if we're gonna like stuff it, the teddy bear, we use like the similar shape, right? So for correlation, I'm just going to like play those two and see if I am in like in good if I am in good shape with notes and stuff. Um, and here maybe the note should be. I did another note, so that's why I'm deleting it. Yeah, so that let's put this layer strings, right? It's just more on the wall of sound type of thing. And since I have that, let's um let's put like a little legato one liner, sultriness. Somebody says Bree says sultriness, right? So it's like I need to find a way this is like completely uh like sand to the outer space, like I don't want that this to look at that guy. That actually this plugin is more for you said it says fist in the air. This plugin is for when you are doing your transitions, like cha cha cha, and you want to wet everything, like that big ass like everything is like wet in river, and it's like oh and boom. I love the GUI of this one. So, anyways, so let's see. Yeah. So yeah, like that string work is it's going to match perfectly with the. So it was a great choice to go there first. Let me see what notes correlation. I always do this, just to make sure like I don't like I don't throw the ball as easy. You hear the portamento string, and here I could do something pretty like a little something like a little melodic thing. And now all this has become a group, like unwillingly. I mean, these two have become a group, but so I'm gonna put layer string two, and for some reason I'm being dragged into like harp now. I need some harp. uh, there is this thing by Native Instruments. I don't know if that's gonna be the right call, but hey, let's go. Let me save. And I'm loading complete control. I have a native instrument complete control, and this one is the one that goes super well with this keyboard controller because you can sort things. Anyways, I think it's called high power, something like that. I don't know. It is. There's oh no, it's called sorry, it's Celtic harp or something like that. Do Irish harp? Oh no, no, not results. Okay. Oh wait. Do I have the Irish harp? Yeah. Ah, it doesn't sound. It sounds. I don't know. I don't know. That's not grabbing me. Let me go with Bouquet and say if they have something here. This is more like the R&B thing. They have a sound type. Let's say if they have a mallet. No, you see that this shit is like lost in me. So I'm already lost. Like Native Instrument didn't make it easy for me to sort of that up. So I'm just gonna go back to this. Like the Analog Lab, man. Analog Labs is dope. I said it. Hard. You see, now I need to find something that feels a little bit like that. Uh, that comes from maybe an R&B or something, because that is gonna inform the track already. So it says Guitar Lover. What is Guitar Lover? No, not that. This is part of the thing, where you are like trying to find something. I mean, I could probably just sample it too, like one note from Splice, whatever. Uh, will you post the reply on your channel? I don't know what you mean by if I'm gonna post the reply. Oh, if somebody asks me something over here, like I'll just reply. I don't know. That's what you meant? Oh, and by the way, this video, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to extract it from here, put it later on Patreon or something if you guys want to see it. There's a thing called Echo too, where you pay somebody like some some money to have him like give you feedback and stuff, but you can see also some tutorials and stuff. Um, so I'm on an art. I don't know why. So let me go with Omnisphere. If I'm going to, will you post the reply? Oh, if I'm gonna post this video later, I mean, if this video I can extract it from anywhere, I don't know. I don't think this thing does VOD anymore, and I'm sorry, but I didn't press record. So I don't know. It's probably it's probably not being recorded, but the promise is that I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be doing this more often and probably better, because right now, I mean, probably can be better than this though. Uh this is very like organic. But why can I found like some? Oh my god, no. Why can I not find like something super like arpish? Arp. Oh. Yeah, but the thing is, this is like a one shot, but it might even work because it has that right option. Yeah, but slower. Yeah, a little too fast, but anyways, what I'm gonna do is like harp. That's probably a sample too on the splice. I'm just I'm using everything that I know about sound sources and apply like real time to see you know where to find things and it's like a problem solving dynamic, right? So it's like you want things, you're trying to manifest those things, and you are like just advance like a little troop, little by little. And what I find here is that it's a little too fast. So let me just. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, the same one. Woo! You see now that's I'm now I'm competing with the sample, with the original sample from Coco. I'm like, hold my beer. A little warmer. That's the only thing. So something I want you guys to actually see is like the level change now from the preamble of the intro to the verse is higher, right? I mean, if the level change in this time going down, like because we are like landing, right? So adding these little accents allow me to, you know, um set up this, and now I have also a couple of layers that I can choose to progressively use further going moving into the arrangement. But let's keep going. I don't know if at this point I need to like load up maybe it's not a Rhodes, it's called a pianette. You see, because a lot of people use Rhodes, and I'm like, how can we, like just have a little the same thing but maybe different tone. It's very similar, but it has a different action, I think. I need that SOS, sex on sight, baby, it's urgent. Let me fuck up all your plans, come put this work in. I need that SOS, sex on sight, baby, it's urgent. Let me fuck up all your plans, come put this work in. Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. What I would like like to do with this, I don't know if I can do it, but it's like I would love for this to kind of glide. So it's like, whoa, like, anyways, let me just, I don't want the bottom part of this. I want this to be, if I'm using it, I just want to. I need some subtle like subtle chords in there because I feel like that drop to only the bass is like too naked for me. Um, yeah. No, it's something like I hear on a lot of R&B tracks. Actually, let me now load the again the it's going to play again the the complete control. One thing about native instruments is like they have some really good sounds, and good categories. It's just that it's so overwhelming sometimes. It's like you understand. But here, let's explore Bouquet and see what happens. Bouquet. I'll probably find something with that glide. Wee, 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 glide. That's kind of like the what I would like to implement there, but I don't know until I hear it. I'm not gonna be sure. Presets. This is supposed to be like all R&B like sounds, right? So that's why I'm here. Let's see. I like the tone of this. I like it. I like it right there, like super low, like, and then sort of completely sidechain it, right, like so for like a more modern flavor. I need that SOS, sex on site, baby, it's urgent. Let me fuck up all your plans, come put this work in. 'Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. And I wonder which one of my lips gon' be your first kiss. Doesn't matter 'cause they both gon' fit you perfect. And I'm ready, so don't make me have to do this on my own. I am way too sexy. And actually, this thing cool actually starts where it's happening now. But anyway, I'm starting to set it up. Like I'm starting to like you have to be fearless, man. You have to like you know don't let the mind tell you right away like oh that sucks. Because you'll never get to where you're supposed to get. You see, it's like super like dark, and then how about we find another layer, that is doing the more like bright stuff on top. Hopefully that glide because that's what I came looking for, and that's what I have to like never forget, like I try to stay on course, in terms of this is called Buddha. Okay, so now I'm in. Okay, so now I'm browsing again. I need to save a preset that says that is like the gliding thing. For example, I haven't done that. Yeah, this kills me, like having to go through pages of presets. Like I don't usually do this. And to be honest, there's a thing in Logic that allows me to do this right away with any sound. I have to find a way to put it on Ableton too. It's a MIDI effect actually, an LFO that sort of functions as this glide. Oh my god. A lot of pianos. All they don't do anything for me, all these fucking sounds. Man, it's not faring very well native instruments today. So, let's go back to Analog Lab. You gotta do one of these where you start from scratch. Perfect. Yes, of course. That's probably gonna be like 4 hours, but I probably talk a lot less, you know, and promise you that's gonna be in the next episode. Start from scratch. I don't know if maybe even put it up for grabs to define which song. Like I don't came with any idea here. Can you guys let me know about a song that you think I could do? You know, that you think my sound will be a good fit, you know. So we fetch it from anywhere, you know, if we can find the high quality file. We do the stem separation, we do everything. We do the editing of the vocal to adjust to BPM, because sometimes vocals they sound good as they were originally, but when you adapt it to the house tempo, they either too stiff or they lag a certain part, so you have to like micro edit before, you know. So let's see here, man. Let's again here. Where were we with this evolving keys? Oh, let me see. Something in this thing says glide. Oh my God, glide. Do I have a search? Yes. Still glide. Polyglides lead. Oh, polyglides lead. Oh, to not what I want. What is this? I like that, but without that. So I don't know. Let me see if I can take out that. So that is being affected by, I think this. I don't know how to use all these new like things. You understand? It's like rate. Yeah, okay, cool. Relax. Yeah, you know, like this gliding thing is super R&B-ish, right? So let's use this. I need that SOS sex on site, baby, it's urgent. Later. Let me fuck up all your plans, come put this work in. Cause I think it's about time we take this off. And I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put glide, but I loaded something that is like a bell, so I'm gonna use it to mark some melodies, you know, like because I'm hearing the arrangement as it's happening in real time. So for example here. I need that SOS sex on site, baby, it's urgent. Let me fuck up all your plans, come put this work. I'm hearing this right away. Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. Something there like boom boom wee boom. That's it. Think it's about time we take this all the way. It doesn't matter the notes right now, but it's just like the position, right?
Think it's about time we take this all the way.
I know I have something market there, and oh my god, you will say like, oh, he hates the native instrument, but he keeps loading it. No, it's just that I'm gonna load a clone of the Prophet 5 because that one I know how to use. And I even to last month I used to have a real one. I sold it. Uh, and yeah, ask me if I'm missing it that much. Not really. So this is polyphony one, and now I'm supposed to have a really nice sounding prophet like sound. The glide is too high. So this sounds, I make it very dark. And I open it with a filter like live playing. That's kind of like what I like to do. Yeah, let's keep that for now. A little delay maybe.
Fuck up all your plans, come put this work in. Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way.
That's kind of what I hear right now.
Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way.
Yeah, and let's trim the fat, the overplaying. This is a and now this is opening up for me. I'm starting to hear more clear, I'm starting to hear more clear like the melody and the sounds. So I'm gonna go and load pizzicato, you know. It's on that like string region. If you're digging this, at least you can do subscribe. Oh yeah, man! If the least you can do is subscribe, guys, and also come back whenever I put it online. Whenever you read like, oh, we cooking, right? Uh, how to play keys? Look, man, YouTube, and learn, how to play the YK keys and try to like do basic chord figures, like, and just crash course in like basic harmony, and then try to play back to some of your favorite songs, knowing that maybe at the beginning you ain't gonna be, you ain't gonna have all the super luxurious like chord forms, whatever, but if you want to learn, you have to start, or you can use certain tricks or there are there like things that you play one key and it makes the whole thing for you, but I will say like I will say like, yeah, just pay patience, and like anything, try to enjoy it, try to even learn how to read, man, play some classical music. I mean, if you really want to accelerate, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, why not? I hear some picks I got out here.
Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. Cause I think it's about time we take this all the way. Wonder which one of my lips
Or maybe I'll save the pizzicato for something else.
be your first kiss. Doesn't matter cause they both gon' fit you perfect. And I'm ready, so don't make me have to do this on my own.
not gonna delete it. I'm not gonna delete the channel. Uh, something is gonna pop. Something is gonna pop and be like, that's it. We close. We close. We in there. We in there, but we close. That's how it is, man. You know, we in there, but we getting close. We are getting closer and closer. What about this piano thing? What is this? Let me see. Plugs, bells. Oh, we already used this one.
Be your first kiss. Doesn't matter, 'cause they both gon' fit you perfect. And I'm ready, so don't make me have to do this on my own. I am way too sexy to be alone. Wanna show you what time that I'm on. What type of time I'm on. Want you to come, send me your ETA. When you lay me down, put my legs to the clouds, and I hope you're ready for the rain. SOS, please. Let it fall, let it go.
I got a question though. If I can make the time, I'll be good to go. Texting me X and O's, can't kiss, touch.
What do you guys think about that tribal, like, like that super like control on the back with a side chain or something?
When you lay me down, put my legs to the clouds.
Actually, the proper way of doing it will be the vocal to sort of control that.
When you lay me down, put my legs to the clouds, and I hope you're ready for the rain.
And I'm keeping it. This is like a little like the pulsating thing, like, and feels not so obstructive. That's the right word, obstructive. But I need this to bounce. Yeah, the vocal is controlling it, but you will see what is going on. What I'm gonna do now is extremely static in the middle. So one of the ways you can start changing that is you put like an auto panner, and it's already bouncing. Or if you want to go for a harder effect, let's go for one of these chains that I have already here. I have some chains that I use for shakers actually. And where is this shit? Shaker groover. Let's see how the shaker groover affect this. This is like a bunch of stuff, that even does filtering and everything. And that's kind of giving me a. Let's see how that sounds with in context.
When you lay me down, put my legs to the clouds, and I hope you're ready for the rain. SOS, please.
So what I want to do too is like I want to create a little extra motion to this, and I'm going to use a shaper box, and I'm going to see if I can automate some more, like if the filter goes, so it's like. I swear to God, I don't really use this thing. Also, fucking close. Did I close him? Yeah, I closed what I was doing right now. But yeah, something like that. Like, That's, I mean, those are the things that I hear on my mind, you know. So what I will have to do is automate this, right? So I will start right here. So I have the two variations, and I hope that thing did record it. The oh, it didn't. But I need to see the graphic though to know what the fuck I'm doing. This is the mix, the master mix. Is this? No, this is not. So where is mix though? That's the only, I mean, this should be recording the automation. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Let me close this big ass tab down here, and let's keep sound designing. I want to keep pressing.
I got a question now. If I can make the time, I'll be good to go. Text me.
So this got the present right now. I'm going to like just chop a little bit of the top. And actually I can make it also duck the open hat, certain things, you know, like certain like high mid stuff, you know, I can make those be the ruler of this. So I'm selecting the hat as the side chain, and now activity. And I feel that the timing so I feel that's like a nice Afro tribal sort of, you know, like counter plug that we got there, man. You know, and what can happen too is like we can have the low pass version and play without interchange. Like we have this one, and then we can have this one too. See what happens. And put low, high, but we're gonna use both on the same channel. We are not gonna layer those. It's just to have, you know, to play with the ear a little bit. You know, sometimes it's like expecting the sound to be it became bigger, you know, at a certain part of the song. So I'm already like printing those two versions, you know. So with this, I think we have the players for like the background things, right? And at this point, where I feel like, oh, this song is sort of like already like standing up, and all these are like ear candies, right? What I have to ask myself now is, what type of leap this can have in terms of a drop, if it's gonna have a drop, or if it's gonna be more like on the straight side of things, it has a lot of vocals. That's one thing, you know. So all that has to be considered now, and we have to like make certain choices, you know. But yeah, this thing, let's play with the low one and see what happens. Oh, this one is super nice.
I got a question now. If I can make the time, we'll be good to go. Texting me X and O's, can't kiss, touch, lick through the phone though. I can make a cameo in a movie only you see, keep it low. You my love free, then we go deep, talking about way back.
So a little bit of level change there with the filter. You know, when 8 bars are filtered, 8 bars are clean.
You my love free, then we go deep, talking about way back. And when I get it right in the right place, look me right in the eyes, do what I say.
And the thing is, we need to start like picking up everything that we have put together before. Like it feels like we haven't done a lot, but there's like a couple of good players already here. So we have to like sort of see where this come back and such,
I got a question now. If I can make the time, we'll be good to go. Texting me X and O's, can't kiss, touch, lick through the phone though. I can make a cameo in a movie only you see, keep it low. You my love free, then we go deep, talking about way back. And when I
What we have here, what is this? Oh, you see, like we already, like, in terms of arrangement, it's sort of making it's kind of like building itself, right? So after this comes, let me see. No.
Let it fall, let it go.
I got a question now. If I can make the time, we'll be good to go. Texting me X and O's, can't kiss, touch, lick through the phone though. I can make a cameo in a movie only you see, keep it low. You my love free, then we go deep, talking about way back.
And we'll put this right here.
And when I get it right in the right place, look me right in the eyes, do what I say. Spin it over, throw it back, you and I, tongue tied. I'm like it's a good night. Yeah. Say you're way too sexy.
Since we have the MIDI, we can afford the luxury of sort of, if we want, we can sort of we can sort of amplify the main melody of the song too, like the what Usher is doing. That's always gonna. It feels pretty classy. It's but something we can do.
Spin it over, throw it back, you and I, tongue tied. I'm like it's a good night. Yeah. Say you're way too sexy.
Okay, so I have a questions for all my DJs in the room, right? Because this is like a DJ, such a DJ. How do I put it? This is the question I'm gonna pose next is a DJ dilemma. Like this is how I see it. Like look where we're going. Like this is hook 2, right? So this is hook 2 right here.
Say you're way too sexy to be alone. Show you a time that I'm alright. Want you to come, send me your ETA. Be on my way, when you lay me down, like to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby.
Okay, so I had the drop before. If you can see, if you can follow all this gray I did now, and I had the kick drop now. But I did the kick, I did the drop inside the hook too, because that allowed me to come back strong. Like, okay, like it's like a emotional discharge, and we're coming back full form, here. So what do you guys think? How do you guys feel about having that hook break in half, last half of it becoming a mini drop, so then we come full force to the rest of the arrangement. And if by doing that you feel you already like sort of in a sense gave the listener, the dancer, a little bit of a rest of the kick, that of that steady dynamic, or will you present yourself with the possibility of doing a longer drop after? Having in consideration the type of song that we work in, that perhaps this ain't gonna be an 8 minute extended mix. Probably a 6 minutes is more than enough, in my opinion. So what do you guys think? And let's hear this whole section again.
Spin it over, throw it back. You and I, tongue tied. I'm like it's a good night.
Yeah.
Say way too sexy to be alone. Show you a time that I'm alright. Want you to come, send me your ETA. On my way, then you lay me down, like to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always great. It's always great. Let it go, let it go. Baby, don't you stop till you hit that spot. You know what you're doing to me.
Okay, that's enough string, I think. But yeah, that string also super lifter there, you know. Man, and that is giving me a lot of ideas too. Um, because at this point we can play with a little bit more of the electronic side of things, maybe see what happens, uh let's see, let's load this rumpler called Flight. So I hope everybody's enjoying, man, enjoying the process. And I do this, it feeds me, gives me, energy, gives me positivity to be sharing this moment with you guys. And I hope, like that it also inspires you to do great stuff. This is a classic stabby thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use it in a way that aids, the track. Let's see.
And when I get it right in the right place, look me right in the eyes, do what I say. Spin it over, throw it back. You and I, tongue tied. I'm like it's a good night.
Yeah.
Say way too sexy to be alone. Show you a time that I'm alright. Want you to come, send me your ETA. On my way, then you lay me down, like to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always great. It's always great. Let it go, let it go. Baby, don't you stop till you hit that spot. You know what to.
Yeah, maybe, right? That gives a lot. Ticketing, pimping, ticketing, ticketing, ticketing. That's kind of nice.
Spin it over. Way too sexy
Yeah, the good thing is that you can always switch up the MIDI, like for another sound, whatever. But I think, yeah, I'm buying this as it is as right now. I will. My thought is to kind of sauce it up a little bit. I didn't record all this shit. Oh man, I don't know certain VSTs. I don't know they don't record shit, man. But anyways, I'll do that. I have other means to get to the same place. Um, okay, so let's see. Like if we take all the effects on this, I wanna also let you know that you can, like, this is giving you a transient response, right? But you can always make that snappier, like, and that's kind of what I want, right? But I like the tone of it, so I don't want to lose the tone. So I'm going to load a transient designer, snappy, and see what happens. You hear those? Da-da-da. The attack is a lot more. That's the first thing. I There's another one that I like to use called amplify. Oh, you're seeing all my top secret stuff, huh? So that compared to what the VST gave was only the VSTs. Not there wasn't any real attack. So I'm gonna go with this one. And thanks for the bees, DATLA. So now I'm going to sauce it up, right? We are learning that concept, right? Sauce it up is like, it's a sound is a sound, but like it's you start making it your thing with when you add stuff, we start designing it, right? So it's creating the sauce, right? So I'm gonna sauce it up, and I'm gonna sauce it up with some stereo, something that I use for vocals, but right there, little chorus, right? And I'm gonna sauce it up too with auto pan, and I'm gonna sauce it up too with delay. So all these are like modulation processes, like typical processes. You put it on a chain and you start creating. And I'm gonna sauce it up with something more drastic. uh, like it's like when you say, when Google, you ask and say like, I'm feeling lucky today, you know. So I'm like, yeah, back to this thing, right? And I'm gonna put color. And what I like to do is like I like to group everything, and then I'm like I started here, and now I'm here, and now I like to start striking a relationship with the vocal and other elements. So I'm going to make the vocal duck this element, and I'm gonna put the sample, the vocal, the piano, and this element.
Way too sexy to be alone. Show you a time that I'm on. Want you to come. Send me your ETA. I'll be on my way when you lay me down. My legs to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always been.
Like if it doesn't cut through on the mix, then it's doing anything, you know. Like I mean, it has to work in context of. And this is the part that I think is the busiest, you know, in the arrangement.
Way too sexy.
So what I'm gonna do is play a little bit of automation of that auto filter.
Way too sexy to be alone. Show you a time that I'm on. Want you to come. Send me your ETA. I'll be on my way when you lay me down. My legs to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always been. It's always been. You got it, baby, yeah. Let it go, let it go. Baby, don't you stop till you hit that spot. You know what you're doing to my body, babe. Okay.
So to not kind of do the thing again, I mean, you can always copy automation lines, and for example here, I will give precedence to, you know, to the vocal when the vocal is happening, you know, because as cool as this sounds is if it's going to compete with the vocal like that, you know, it's always going to sort of work, you know. It's be sometimes think things can be felt and not fully here for a certain moment, you know.
Way too sexy to be alone. Show you a time that I'm on. Want you to come. Send me your ETA. I'll be on my way when you lay me down. My legs to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always been.
I still want to pump the shit out of this sound, you know, like even without all that, I want that shit to be like.
You a time that I'm on. Want you to come. Send me your ETA. I'll be on my way when you lay me down. My legs to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always been. It's always been. You got it, baby, yeah. Let it go, let it go. Baby, don't you stop till you hit that spot. You know what? It's always been. It's always been. You got it, baby, yeah. Let it go, let it go.
And now it becomes a little bit too mid-rangey, so I'm gonna use the trick of just creating three bands, you know, here, so we can even hear this alone. You see how mid-rangey has become. I'm just gonna lower this band a little bit. and that thing is like lurking in the back, man. Like I mean, you. But the important thing is the timing, the texture, you know. So I'm just gonna put comp one here, or, you know, lurking one, and I'm going to freeze my CPU of all this processing. I'm gonna freeze. Yeah. So camera switch now. So yeah, guys, we're making this happen. We are making this one happen. Thank you, everybody, with me today. I know for some people that they're not producers watching this, Ableton's gray as fuck screen might be like, this is boring as fuck. I'd rather be dancing to music. But hey, if you are into or want to do a track or want to, you know, like, just get it going, man. It's You have to make that gray wall your best friend. You have to make your dog your best friend, bro. It's like scream, scream, scream. Uh, yeah, I'm bouncing something that I put like a million plugins on just to get, you know, sauce, to get some ear candy. Um, yeah, thank you, Rock, thank you, Ed, man. I hope you guys come anytime. You know, like, I hope to do this at least once a month. I know might not be a lot, but hey, we do this once a month, like a proper 4 hour session, and we don't have anything, and at the end of the day we have something, and then you we get to put it out and people get to enjoy it, and it was done on this on this premises. That'll be amazing, you know, and it has happened before. I mean, I used to do things like this before. It's just that I felt like I went into my own creative process so hard this past 2 years. More exactly, this past last year, I just improved it tremendously in my ability to, you know, like, dial up sound and sonics and everything. So now I feel like, you know, I feel like all pumped up, willing to share, you know, some of these insights, and you know, practice make perfect, man. And if it's something that is like an ambition that you have, or other people that you know, because that's another thing. If, let's say, you're subscribed to this channel, maybe you can let other people know that are into this music production thing, know about this thing, man. And you know, hopefully they can also benefit, and that will be great. So, I'm exporting. I'm probably gonna add like a couple of. Look what is happening. I feel like I am at that on the stage right now to where I feel confident enough. Hear this. I feel confident enough. This plane is gonna land. Ain't gonna land like crazy. It's gonna land smoothly. That I feel like I project maybe four more parts, like, if anything, you know, probably a little bit of soloing, and a little bit of more of the things that I have been put together. Let me take you back to the project. Like, you see, like, all this from this blue right here downwards, all this are new stuff, right? So yeah, it's building slowly and methodically. So let's keep going. So I have these two now that I think are doing something interesting. But I was hearing something else. What is doo? What is doing the doo doo? I don't know if I heard it on my mind, but I was hearing like doo doo doo. Way too sexy. Oh, this one. Oh shit! Is I have this external sequencer doing this. My God, this is fantastic. I'm like, what is going on? I need to copy this MIDI here.
And when I get it right in the right place, look me right in the eyes, do what I say, bend it over, throw it back. You and I, tongue tied. I'm like it's a good night. Yeah. Say way too.
Okay, so let me mute this thing. I'll probably show it some other time, but I have right here something that I'm looking to sell because I'm like, if I don't use it, man, I sold so many equipment the past 6 months is hilarious. And I have a couple of group boxes lying around still that I was like, well, maybe you could use this one for a MIDI controller like a sequencer. So that's the use I'm giving to that right now, and it's a good use because, mind you, it's like just a polyrhythmic thing. The tudu, tudu, that became iconic for this song, I think. This thing, but I don't know if it's on that one or this one. Wait, I like that a lot, but there's a layer that was sounding incredible.
And when I get it right, in the right.
Yeah, but all this I'm gonna use like all this wild sound and do 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 do. Like I love this, and this happens somewhere else on the arrangement. I don't know. I think this happens here, right? So without wanting, I created a little bit of a layer here for this. That's gold, baby. That's gold. And I'm gonna group all this. Oh shit, I have this. Wait, this key is not part of it, and this is. So these three go together. I don't know what I did here. What is this? Oh, I already have that, right? Yeah. So these three go together. Group. And I can even like, man, I feel so tempted to add some more sauce. Sauce on top of sauce. Hey, that's how you get there. Let me turn this off and see what happens here. Ah, it's not doing a bunch for me, but let me go and see some presets. Just sometimes like, okay, I mean, like some plugin can be a favorite, but also we can load another one, and and be like, see if this give us something, motion. I don't hear any glitchy beats accents, but oh yeah, it's there, but I don't want that. Uh, I think this is fine.
Lay me down, like to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain.
When I'm ready, baby.
It's always great.
Yeah, this is definitely part of the downbeat. Now I have a Afro housey sort of downbeat. And now I feel tempted to like add a little more. Now I'm like, okay, let me add one of these Afro house things, man. I don't know. Let me see. What is the name of this thing? Serum. Let me add serum. So I have some libraries here. What is all this? Nah, nah, that's too crazy. Wrong track, wrong track. Maybe, you'll never think this thing will make it into this type of track, but that's kind of like that's kind of like the interesting thing.
Lay me down, my legs to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always been, it's always been. Let it go, let it go. Baby, don't you stop till you hit that spot. You know what you're doing to my body, babe. Okay.
It's important try not to get carried away though, because because it's there. You don't want to overpower it too, but I think this arrangement needs space, right? So it's a matter of see how everything fits.
Lay me down, my legs to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always been, it's always been.
I'm just gonna go with the one note, man.
Lay me down, my legs to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always been, it's always been. Let it go, let it go. Baby, don't you stop till you hit that spot. You know what you.
Yeah, that you know how that ends, right? We're gonna milk the shit out of that. So we're gonna put plug two. Damn, I'm hearing other things, man. Because now that tuk tuk made me think like that's what I will ask to like a guitar player, you know. So I'm like, okay, sound paint. So this dude sound paint, they make like really good samples for cheap. Like it's like a super lightweight contact player, and they made this jazz guitar, but I like this pick attack sampler. You see, like right here. I need to make it work around here.
Lay me down, my legs to the clouds. I hope you're ready for the rain. When I'm ready, baby, it's always been, it's always been. Let it go, let it go. Baby, don't you stop till you hit that spot. You know what you're doing to my body, babe.
By the way, pro tip: if you if you fail to press record, you can always press this dot here. The square is like it gets all everything that you're playing up to. Like if you don't press record again, you get to rescue everything that you were playing. Man, cool. This needs like a little definition. I'm lazy to do the whole channel. I'm gonna load a channel strip and go here and say guitar, clean, nice, right? Fast and easy.
Do you hit that spot? You know what you're doing to my body, babe. Okay.
Damn, now I need like a little solo, right? I have the strings there. I know what to do with those strings. Because that's another thing. It's almost like, well, how long I have here already? What's I don't, it's like almost 3 hours, right? So I'll probably do 3 hours. And I don't, all these things, like this is like very like this is like mundane, bro. I'm just gonna go copy, like arrange. But I want to see what happens with the solo and what is this? You see, I have so many little nuggets. Like for example, this could be like a nice accent for the drop. You see, like if you want to be like super, I don't know, like not cheesy, but at least put a side chain or something.
And when I get it right in the right,
Let's use that here, like on this. I mean, might be, might not be, like it's very dominant type of sound, ba, 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 ba. But at least I have it, safe. So that's kind of like the thing that I want you guys to take from too is like, don't be afraid to try things, man. Don't be afraid to try things. You can always, you can always delete it. But hey, what's up, Alex? You done with you're done with your stream? Since Alex, shout to Alex Agor. That's my main man. Like I used to do these things back. I will say maybe 1 year at least, or 1 year and a half, and I will finish them like in the afternoon, and next morning I will send it to Alex to play at his stream, like all these old bootlegs and stuff. But I don't know, Alex, has Twitch changed it a little bit? Because I don't know, like I don't, man, this is my first time in a long time here, and I don't know if nowadays you cannot play bootlegs like on Twitch for copyright reasons, or what's the deal with all that shit? Like, can you? I mean, like, or not? But it will be nice. I mean, like, one of the best ways I have to promote these things and is to people, if people play it on Twitch, and stuff. But anyways, we are doing it because we love R&B. We love the challenge too of trying to make something nice. So that there's something that is I need to cut a little bit here. What is the thing that is on the pop? Yeah, that. Also be careful. Sometimes like something has to end. You know what you're doing to my body, babe. This needs a little bit of now. You see this thing is like the king right now. You remember, like when I was presenting the initial elements, I'm like, yeah, I picked that shit. I mean, like, but now this thing needs like to be pushed a little bit. Like, like what I will do is, if I'm not sure, I will just put an extra utility, and I'm just push it over there, like so I don't change my main level. Another thing you can do, you can push it via compression too. So let's see this compressor. You see how much density it gives to the sound. So maybe something like that. I don't know. Because I really want this to like sound in fucking Shangri-La, bro. It's like everybody has to hear that. Woo-doo-wee-doo-woo. Okay, so moving forward into the arrangement so that we don't lose like much time, because all this is done. Everything from here back is already done. I just have to organize it. You probably won't see me organize it, because you probably won't see me doing like the final mix, even though you have seen me creatively arranging it, you know, but it's just because of time constraints, guys. Okay, so let's see, because I have this Prophet thing going on, you know, and I haven't used it a lot. So at this point, I will add a little solo riff, even with that, or with and even before, that's too much of an excursion to not have this sound come again, you know. So let me see where I can put a little bit of, sprinkle a little bit of this. I'd rather use it on the hook. Alex, you're the master of playing these R&B flips, man. Do you think we're doing a good job so far? You don't have to bullshit me, man. Like, do you think this one gets played on your show? So I'm gonna start this melody low. Like, you know, that's another nice thing you can do. You can counterpoint melodies, you know, like if it's going up, if they start from an upper region with the melody of the vocal, you can counterpoint from a lower region, you know. Down, to the clouds, and I hope you're ready for the rain. If I'm using that sound, I'll use it on that capacity. And when I get it right in the right place, look me right in the eyes, do what I say, spin it over, throw it back, you and I, tongue tied, like it's a good night. Yeah, say way too sexy. Oh yeah, I need to follow the melody there. It's like pitching like straight into the catchers. It's like, I cannot miss that. Like it's a good night. Yeah, say way too sexy to be alone. This is the victory lap.
Time that I'm on. Take my time, I want you to come. Send me your PTA. Lay me down and rise to the clouds. And I hope you're ready for the rain. Ready, baby.
So here I'm gonna put a little bit of extra extra sauce on the string. You know, like so. I do it now because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna forget. Actually, let me what I play there. Let me see if I can rescue and put it like one octave up. And pause. So we're gonna do call and response there, right? You see what I'm doing? These little chops, it's like not sustain. It's like call and response. Boo, oh, we want silence. We do, we win silence. But let me see what I'm playing though, because I don't even know. So it's like. Oh, I have that. I have that thing right. So I have to do it differently. And now I'm like, beefing that main thing. That last note, that one cannot be. This last one has to be. So no. So all this is playing in the all this is playing in the emotion side of things, right? For the dancer, for the DJ. And that's a remix for me. do you guys do you guys fancy a synth solo? I don't think you need a synth solo this thing, right? It's we need to like stay we need to stay consistent with the main battle plan, which was this thing needs to be spacey, like needs certain space because there's a lot of vocals. um but yeah, you see like a lot of juice. I mean, like, dude, let me see. All this. Wait, let me see. I don't want to exaggerate. All this is new. So all this wasn't at the beginning. And I'm sorry I couldn't start from the start. It's doing this thing probably gonna take me as much time as doing this thing because I have to optimize all of these drums to perfection. And you see how I work already, putting like a heavy chains, one plugin after the other, looking for this exact same texture, vibe. And when I'm happy, I'm like, okay, print, bounce in place or flatten here. So man, yeah, this is what I got. You see, like there's a few discrepancies, but I'm gonna iron all this because there's a little bit new guitar here, a little here, but we probably need a little bit here if we're gonna use that there, or let's see what happens. I wanna say that it has been a pleasure. I'm gonna play what we created today now as a finale, and I wanna thanks everybody that came. Um, 10 people, 10 to 12 people. I probably other were like circling in and out, but yeah, this is music production. Like some people find it fun and engaging, and other people are like, ah. But I think a lot of people love music so much, they are like, yeah, we need to see, we need to see the process, and you'll see in a time not real far from now, this thing is gonna go to Bandcamp, and you're gonna have it in your hands, and you're gonna play it, and you're gonna be like, ah, see, I saw how this dude cooked this, all this stuff. I saw that shit. And yeah, you know, it's it's all rudiments. It's all going to the drawing table. It's all doing the shit. It's like playing records. You go, you do it, and rinse and repeat, and you get better. So yeah, I don't know, man. Probably this thing ain't gonna be saved, right, Alex? Because I didn't want it to record on my computer out of fear that it will tax the CPU like heavy. So when I click stop streaming, I this probably going to like I don't know, disappear. I don't even know. But if I find it on the VOD, even if for one day or whatever, if I'm able to hack it and download it, I'm gonna put it on. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on YouTube maybe and see what happens, or I'm gonna put it on Patreon and see what happens. By the way, just today I dropped a flip of Teddy Swims. It's called Bad Dreams. You can check it out on my Bandcamp. The link is below. It helps, man. If you support me, you buy something from the store, like of course supports me. I'm gonna keep cooking more stuff. That's what I do. Um, I gotta be completely honest with you guys. I haven't been as inspired for original music as of lately. I'm just undergoing a lot of changes of mentality in terms of the sound that I want to create, also the level that I want to do it. You know, so I'm in no rush to like do just anything. Like I feel like I have grown a lot in terms of the Sonics this last year or so, and also I don't know, like I find certain times I found all that a little bit boring. I'm just being honest. So until that hits the way I want that to hit, I'm gonna be, crafting, and I work a lot for other people too. Like they hire me to record this type of keys treatment to other songs, arrange, mix. So I'm busy on that front. But yeah, let's hear this, man. And yeah, catch us every Thursday. That was when I used to do the live show. I need to delete that shit. No, man, no plans for like a steady schedule. Once a month. I'll try to announce it. I don't want like advice of how's the best possible way to announce that I'm gonna be doing a live track from scratch for the people, to see if we can get at least 50 people in here, man. That will be amazing. Anyways, you know where to find me: Facebook, Instagram. If whatever tips you have, suggestions, you can let me know. Some people even suggest you should be a YouTuber, bro. You know, but I don't really feel that like, oh, this plugin, blah, like that's not me, man. Like I feel like if I'm in YouTube, I'm gonna be doing this exact same shit, which is like, like, yeah, let me show you how I think in terms of making music, and hopefully that's good. You're gonna take something from that, and obviously answer questions and whatnot. So again, thank you. Let's hear this one more time. And of course, this ain't fully mixed yet. I don't call this mixing. I'll say it's well directed, but mixing involves me, now that I don't have to touch the piano anymore, now I go and be like, okay, let me really, really, really try to get this sounding as perfect as possible or as nice as possible. All right, let's listen to what we have created today, partially, but a lot we did today. Yes. Yeah, man, that's what we got. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. All right, all right. Okay. Hey, who knows? I might even come again and play a DJ set later today, but I don't know. All right, man. I'll try to I'll try to get the video of this session. This session came really good, but anyway, moving forward, I'm gonna record all the sessions, and we need to put it on a directory because I think that's gonna be really helpful for people, to kind of like get up to speed with their own production processes, man. Uh, hey, if you want to recommend me to your followers, whatever, like just let people know. I done this a couple of times before, but I think now it feels way more light, way more fluid, chill. Not so much equipment, not so much background keyboards or nothing. Just computer and this thing right here. So guys, um, until the next one, and yeah, let's send out the show with a little bit of music.